Right. Okay. Stand by, stand by, stand by. Just tell me when we're going live. You're going live now? Go. Oh, isn't it? Oh. Oh. Okay. It's just that I'm all. It's covered over and. Just do a PTC, quick PTC GP. Hey folks, good morning, welcome to, well, it's not the midweek show anymore, it's Thursday morning. Still a little bit sort of like jet lagged from Chicago, but there you go, it is what it is. We've got to get on with the show. The show must go on. Anyway, welcome to everybody watching around the world. Of course, we've probably still got a few of you guys, stragglers out there in the East who are staying up to watch the show. And of course, anybody getting up early in the US, especially out there on the West Coast. But good morning to everybody in the UK, of course, all our fantastic members out there, and welcome to everybody watching across all of our channels. You're watching Big Jet TV. We're at London Heathrow arrivals this morning, and this is runway 27 right. We had the official word is that the storm has not officially arrived at UK stores. Buy it now! Get out in the stores and buy the latest version of Storm. What is it, Jelly? Eric. Ellen. There we go. Ellen DeGeneres, or whatever you call it. So Storm Ellen has not officially arrived on the shores of the UK just yet, but this is most definitely the front end of her, and I say that because we do have a relatively brisk southwesterly that's hitting us at the moment. If anything, it's actually more on a southerly. I'll show you the sock in a little bit, but let's get on with the show. We're going to be here right the way through till switch over, so make sure you've got all the provisions that you need: cans of baked beans, tea bags, water. Most importantly, make sure you keep hydrated. Make sure that you've taken the dog out for a walk, because here we go with the first arrival, and I've already seen a couple of dodgy ones already, so we're going to have some fun. Middle East Airlines A320. Bish, bosh, bash. 3, 2, 1. Put your back in the room. I see that. We do from time to time see Middle East Airlines bringing their A330 into London Heathrow, MEA. Okay, so what you're looking at here, folks, we are at the northern tip, the northern perimeter road at London Heathrow. That is the British Airways maintenance section over there. Let me just straighten that camera out a little bit. Oh, say it right there. Go. Okay, so there is your there's your windsock, folks. That gives you kind of a clear indication as to the severity of the winds at the moment. And here comes your first one, battling. So it's all about pilot skills today, folks. So you'll see. Here we go, let's just get this one. So what he's doing there is sticking his left-hand wing into the prevailing wind, just to give himself a little bit more control over the aircraft. It's a pretty standard procedure. Standard. Read all about it. What appears to be sometimes a little bit dramatic when you see the left hand or the right hand wing, depending upon the wind direction, you'll see the wing dip into the oncoming winds, which will give the pilot more control over the aircraft as he lands Say it, man. Okay, next one in. So we're gonna, let's just have a little look and see what we've got coming in. Couple of little tiddlers. This one in from Zurich, A320, another 320. Looks like we've got a 330 on its way in. We'll double check that in a little bit. Welcome to everybody watching right now on Big Jet TV. See the beautiful A220, Swiss A220. Beautiful aircraft, this one, folks. Right on the centre line. Might make a bit of noise, this. Yeah! Noisy for a little aircraft like that. I mean, those are Pratt & Whitneys. I think they're the ones that have been fixed. I only say that because I'm pretty sure that the older ones that hadn't been fixed would be spitting out generator blades all over the place with that amount of reverse thrust. Probably not, but you know, you wouldn't want to put that much force on the engine, especially the ones that haven't yet been repaired, because obviously Pratt & Whitney go through quite a significant amount of issues with their PW1700G aircraft engine, which powers the likes of Lufthansa's A320 fleet as well. Next one in. Here we go. Good morning. Oh, look at Tom Aviators already, mate. Have not had respite for weeks. No. Hello, 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 hello. Easy, easy. Nicely done, Sam. Don't often hear that from a set of IAEs as the rain starts to make its way towards this beautiful Queen of the Skies Boeing 747 being towed out there. Saw a great, our fair share of 747 freighters out in Chicago. Very, very fortunate to have done that. Can't wait to get back there in the summer. Hello. Sorry? Oh, right, okay, how you doing? You all right? Got a couple of fans down here. Next one in, Dreamliner. Looks like possibly Air Canada, I'm not sure. Let me give this guy... Just stand by, I'll give you a sticker, mate. Hold on a second. Indeed it is. Okay, Dreamliners can be a little bit sketchy. It's going to hit that shed effect. Greased out. Not gusting at the moment. A what? Oh, is it? Is it? Just stand by. I'm just going to give this guy a sticker. Hold on. Yeah. Handing out a sticker to a fan. which we love to do. Good morning, everybody. Wow, I'm seeing green, I'm seeing red, I'm seeing blue. Ronnie Harrow, Anthony Pope, Phil Dixon, Angela Cooper, Alan Yalden. Good morning, Paul Keys, Chester Mike, Shaker Maker, Karen Langley. Well, there's one person who always seems to get his notifications, old Shaker Maker, wherever he is in the world. Lee Smythe's birthday, regular with Big Jet TV. Happy birthday, Lee. If I miss your comment, folks, make sure you come back and say hello again. Nice little Neo. Incidentally, if anybody out there has got anything to do with British Airways, I'm still struggling to get hold of the folks from Flying Start, a children's foundation. Can you believe that I am having trouble giving money to a charity? It is it's disheartening, I have to say. Over £600 that we raised very kindly from our great audience here on Christmas Day at London Heathrow. The other half is obviously going to the Battersea Cats and Dogs Home. I'm just a little bit disheartened that British Airways have not come forward. I think the 4th email went out to them yesterday. We've sent an email also to Flying Start themselves. Really quite disappointed that nobody's come forward to say, yeah, sure, you know, come along. We'll be really happy to take that from you, and so on and so forth. But there you go. Is it just somebody being lazy, or is it? I don't know. It just seems a little bit strange and a little bit upsetting that we can't give the money away to a charity, and a worthy charity at that. So hopefully we can start seeing some heavies arriving in the near future. Beautiful Boeing 777-300ER being towed out from maintenance. Good morning, Karen Langley, Joe Perkins, Avia Sam just about to take off from Sweden to Gatwick. I don't know if that's Avia Sam, whether you're in a simulator or whether you're actually flying yourself. Good to see you, Sam. Steve Whitehead, Karen Corcoran, Karen Langley, Per Gunnar Akra calling from Norway. Norway calling, England, Neil Poir, Robert Smith, a big hello from sunny Serbia, Nick Fradila, indeed. Wow, 9:40. 9:40 in Adelaide. Looking forward to this tonight. Uncle Kim, Kevin Gaffney, Ashley Asprey, so many new names. Oh, this is BEA, this is a retro jet, folks. Favourite amongst many, and of course you can buy that retro jet model from ARD Models, ARD Aviation Retail Direct, one of the UK's favourite model distributors, folks. Go and check them out. They obviously have a mixture of all the different types of models. Of course, wow, what's this? Andrew Lynham, sir, what, you know, honestly, thanks for the great weekend show and many more fab shows to come. Thank you, sir. Most appreciated, throwing £50 in the travel budget there. Steve Che Callis, welcome to First Class, Steve. You are more than welcome, my friend. If you're a new member, please don't think I'm being rude, folks. If I miss out your comments, it's just because obviously trying to multitask here, got so much going on. Gary Crowson, good morning, Speedway Chips, Leon Neeb, Dapto234, Stephen Ayers, Stephen Forward, Raymond Hyde, Alf and Sue, all the usuals, all the regulars, and all mixed in there with a whole load of new people as well. Welcome to Big Jet TV. Great shot of this American 777 making its way down the taxiway now. She's an old 200, but she's beautiful. Saw a good fair share of those out there in Chicago. Yes, of course, this time next week, folks, we will be in Toulouse for day one at Toulouse. Let me just anchor this off here. Yes, okay, next week, this time next week, we will be in Toulouse, folks, for day one of our member-only live stream. And of course, it will be, hopefully, quite busy because it'll be the final day for deliveries. So this American taxiing out for departure. He'll take the northern taxiway. Just quickly grab this arrival here. Easy. Nicely done, mate. Just like the skipper who gave us, the training captain who gave us some real good information on landing procedures. Of course, the moment of touchdown is the busiest 3 seconds in a pilot's life in terms of the whole trip itself. In high winds, that is. Obviously not in... oh, listen to that. Just gave it a little bit of power. Slinger going out. Got Joe Perkinson, Dan Millington, Panzerman 1951. Look forward to another fantastic show. Obviously, Cosmo Small Piece, good morning. Ashley Asbury, Plane Spotting Ringways in the house. Stephen Richards, Chris Godwin, Alan Wendon, Gavin Wilkes, Lee Smythe, Eddie Walder, Tom Aviators, thank you very much indeed. Stuart Cooper, welcome to Executive, Stuart. You will be able to watch the exclusive first showing of the Frankfurt premiere as an executive member. And of course, if you want, you can join us next week in Toulouse by just upgrading your membership for maybe 1 month if you want to. It's entirely up to you, but that's the beauty of what you can do here at Big Jet TV. You're not locked into any type of contract. You can stop it and start it whenever you like, or you can upgrade it whenever you like. It's up to you, entirely up to you. Jack Evans, Simon Ward, good to have you back at Heathrow. Thank you, Simon. Welcome back, Carrie Nurse. Mr. Dean Harrison, good morning to you. Gustav RT52 Custer, James Ruzu, welcome to Economy, James. Come and chat with me and let's find out where you're from. Alan Hitchcock, Daryl Caffrey, my apologies. So many names here. Tom Aviators again, Tom, stop it, son. Look, there's another one. Have you got your finger stuck on the button or something? Going out of the left-hand runway. I know that it's a 747 going out. Busy over there on the left-hand runway. 2 runways here at London Heathrow, a northern and southern runway. We are on the northern runway 27 right. Gary Morris, good day to you. Hope you're recovered from your transatlantic trip. Well, Gary, still a little bit like thick-headed, but aren't I always? Colin 380, Tommy Mullins, Anthony Pope, Neil McGibbon, down to the bottom, Ting Tong John. Look at that, Nigel Betts, John Lewington, Stephen Allen. Oh, hello. What happened there? Daniel Pearson, 11 months as a member. Wow, look at that. Steve Che Callis upgraded membership to Superclass. Wow, Steve in the blink of an eye has upgraded. upgraded to Superclass. Steve, thank you very much indeed. And of course, okay, Boeing 777. This is an old 200, I think. Is that contrast coming out very white, Jilly? Okay, I'm going to turn the, just going to turn the contrast. There we go. There you go. Sorry about that. I've got taken that whiteness off there. James O'Brien, Liam Miller, Karen Cochran, good morning, Paul Emerson, Mark Sanderson. Have you got news, any news, information, what you've seen on your travels, etc., etc., come in and say hello. I don't bite, I'm always willing to talk to people. Next one in, looks like Air France, a little tiddler in from Paris Charles de Gaulle, Air New Zealand's beautiful 777. Probably being towed to remote stand, I would imagine, after having offloaded her passengers. She'll be going out later on this afternoon to Los Angeles. Welcome everybody watching on the Daily Express as well. Okay, here comes your bonnet de douche. Saw the was it Sky Team? Is it the Sky Team Air France 320 yesterday? May have even been a Neo, I don't know, but saw that landing on the left-hand runway. Oh no, it wasn't, it was on the right-hand runway, sorry. Pretty sure it was Sky Team, Air France Sky Team livery. Virgin 346 turning on to final. Sam Beck, thank you, my friend. Indeed, we've got her. I can see her now on my radar from Miami. Of course, planning a Miami trip. Sent a couple of things out yesterday to the US just to test with our good friend Mike out there in Los Angeles. Just to make sure that some of the equipment that we are constantly trying to adapt and upgrade to make your viewing experience a lot more sort of like reliable and better. We're always doing that for you on Big Jet TV, because obviously if you pay, then that money goes back into the flights, the travel, the research, updating equipment, continually maintaining stuff, keeping this whole channel tip-top and running for you, the wonderful aviation fan. Oh, can you hear that? 747 doing a test. Oh, I think that's an A380 actually. Can you hear that? Can you hear that whine, Jilly? I thought that was a go around. I thought that was a go around. I thought that was a go around for a second. Can you hear that? Can't you hear that whine? Philip Jones, Stu Richardson, Manny Beard. I've got an Emirates 380 just flown over Brentwood. She's inbound going into the northern hold by the looks of it. Mally Beard, good morning to you, Mally. Cameron Knights, Adam Oakley. How do I upgrade to super class? Adam, it is relatively simple. You just go to your, what do you do, Jim? Membership. Go to your membership tab and change tier. Just hit the change tier tab. Wow, listen to that. Listen to it. Lot of United fleet in today. Quite interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jetliners in from United. 7 mixture of 767s, 75, 777. In fact, I think they're all 76s, and unless that's a 75 tucked in there. No, it's a 76, isn't it? I think that's a 767. Yeah. So 4 767s, 5 767s, and a triple. Ah, look, little airling is coming in there. Looking forward to getting out to Dublin again at some point. So there's Air New Zealand now being parked off onto the remote stand. Good day to everybody watching from New Zealand and Australia. Good day to you. Chris Godwin, BA Queen Alert. Wow. Yeah, 10 and 20 minutes out. Of course, we were so lucky in Chicago to see so many big freighters. I tell you what, I don't think I've ever flown on an aircraft with such dirty flaps in my life the other day as that 777. Looked like something that's been sitting outside in a museum for like 20 years, the amount of grime. Not John Neal, yes, of course, I'm still thinking of a trip down under, most definitely. At the moment, I'm probably going to stay to the west just purely because of the whole issue with you know, the health issues with China and all that sort of thing going on at the moment. I don't want to say the word because it might trip a, you know, a flag with YouTube or Facebook because we don't want to mention it, so to speak. Start up. Boeing 777. Firing up his engines down there, Terminal 5, the satellite terminal section of Terminal 5. Well, I tell you what, talking about jumbo alert, we've also got an A380 alert, that Emirates 380 now turning south towards us, and then behind him we've got Etihad in from Abu Dhabi. Good morning, Angela Cooper, Gavin Wilkes, Dan G. American 108773, feed dropping, but see you in 40. Okay. So Dan G, feed dropping, see you in 40. Okay. Oh, feed dropping, okay. Nick Fredello. Oh, it would do indeed be great to be out there in Australia. I'd love to do a trip out there, and it will happen, folks. It will happen. I think it would just be a case of doing, is it Melbourne and Sydney are the two airfields that are sort of like, I wouldn't say close to each other, but within flying distance. Okay, look at this 346. Making its way towards us now, here we go. She might pull a little bit of cloud coverage behind her. Maybe see some wing vortex. Over wing. There it is. See the moisture pouring off the back of the wings. A rare sight to see now here at London Heathrow. Virgin Planet have phased these 346s out. Every day that they are operating is literally a stay of execution.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful girl, man. So archaic, so much so that they've even got one in a museum out there in Toulouse, which is just crazy to think of. Sorry about this. Hilary Todd got her 5th stripe today. Dylan Trinder, Daniels, Pearson. The first 380 scrapped by Singapore Airlines. You can now buy plane tags around about 30 quid a pop. Crazy to think that. Gangster Mammoth, good afternoon to you. Per Arcray, A346 is Loom. Yes, indeed it is. Paul Hodgson, good morning to you. There we go. Melbourne is an hour flight from Sydney, and also Brisbane is an hour from Sydney. So there you go. This looks like Aeromexico, but it probably isn't. Oh, it's United, isn't it? Dreamliner. There we go. A little bit of wing fluff on her. Good to hear from Sal. Not Sal Ingledew, but Sal the United pilot, Dreamliner skipper. Good to hear from you the other day, my friend. Great to see that you're still around. Elaine Bird, she's nuts. What a beast, shaker maker. Mighty End, good morning to you. What's Mighty End saying? We got, oh, what's this? No, that's not another one, is it? That's Andrew not giving. It's not another one, is it? We are all Neo. Good day to you, Dora Gerber. Yeah, Ali Cat 65. Dave Carrington. Thank you very much indeed. Karen Cochran giving us some love hearts. Daniel Griffith. I just became a super class member for the first time. I used to be an elite member, but have changed to super class. I enjoy aeroplanes like everybody else. Most enjoy the A380. Mate, you're an absolute legend, Daniel. Thank you so much. Just for a few of you who may be wondering about what superclass is, back in the days of when we had the old class system, the membership system, there were a number of people who gave a little bit more just because they felt that they wanted to. It's purely down to them, and that's why we brought in this. Whoa! While I was yakking, I'm not going to miss a single another one, man, because that was just nuts. Shiz nuts, as our member there calls it. Wow, man. I caught the back end of it, but flipping heck, he was literally horizontal. Or vertical, or whichever way you want to call it, turning those wings. Henry Todd, Keith Grafton, Per Acre, BA321 from Munich on approach. Thank you very much indeed. We've got a string of heavies coming in, folks. The next one in from Munich, like our friend says there, Per is telling us. Then after that, we've got a Boeing 747 in from San Diego, then the Emirates 380 in from Dubai, then the Etihad in from Abu Dhabi. Behind him, looks like he's making his way up to onto the ILS from San Jose is British Airways Dreamliner. Here we go. So the shed effect now literally coming into effect, should I say. What was that going over the top GP? I can hear a big... Is it a prop? No, that's the jet. That's the 4-engine jet, isn't it? Yeah, it's just that I've got a prop aircraft right above me. I can hear it. I thought it was like an AN-12 or something crazy like that. Gary Morris, good morning to you. Michael K. Okay. Yeah, right above me. Phil Loxham, Nigel Betts, Lux Vape, good morning to you. Dora Gather. Okay, first of the heavies. Here we go. Boeing 747. Oh, mind that. Let me just do a quick wipe. Is it an AN-12? Wow, C-30J, right, okay, right over the top of us. Oh, look at the wings flexing, folks. Look at the wings, man. Wow, look at the wings flex. Flipping heck. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Okay, so you'll appreciate that I'm just keeping the camera at this angle at the moment, folks, because the precipitation is hitting me quite hard. Simon Hill 747 followed by 2 380s. Dora Gerber, definitely the shed effect. Lux Vape, Nigel Betts, Pear, Fatwell from QR 26 minutes out as well. Russell, good morning to you. Is that Russell, our man? Gemini Russ here, glad you like the model. My friends are watching you from their 2 rooms at the Renaissance. I don't know which ones they're in, but I'm giving them away, but I can't see them. Is that them maybe there? I don't know, right behind me. Mick Price, hail to the Queen. Okay, so this is an A380 inbound now, Emirates, and of course Airbus, very, you know, it's good to hear that Airbus's commitment to the A380 will continue for many, many years. Even though they've stopped manufacturing this aircraft, it will still be maintained by Airbus. Of course it will. And they will continue to look after their customers for many, many years to come. The thing to look out for here is the rudder. Look at the size of that rudder, folks, on the tail. He's got this one dialed in, hasn't he? Whoa, easy, son. Ha ha! Drop it like it's hot. Yeah. Go on, son. Turn it on. Yeah, how about that? Ha ha! 25 tons of undercarriage, taking the full weight of that A380, dropping it on the runway. Of course, only the inboard reversers on the A380. Inboard engines are the only ones that they need the reversers on, purely because they've got all of that stopping power generated by the spoilers on the wings, and of course those huge amount of brakes as well. Indus Rush, welcome to economy. Emma Lawson, welcome to first class. Welcome to everybody joining up right now on Big Jet TV. This is Etihad's 380. Of course, Emma going to be able to join us next week in Toulouse. If you're around, Emma, along with all our first class and super class members. That's what we love here on the show, man. Not sure if they're GPWs or the Rolls-Royce Trent 9 power plant, Turkish 777 startup over there. In this rush, you are more than welcome. Good to see you here. Tim Skipper has tuned in and is now an executive member of Big Jet TV. Good morning, Tim. Hope you're well. Ali Cat 65, love that. Stuart Tyne. Hi, Jerry. UK1 Pure Class, love the show. Thank you very much indeed. Dapto, Mick Price, Class Landing. Louis Aviation. Hey, Jerry. I've made a homemade airport. I have made a homemade airport. It's based on LAX, and my favourite model is the American Airlines 777-200ER in the polished livery. How about that? He's made a little diorama. That's fantastic. Something that we all love to do and love to see. And of course, check out the miniature wonderland out there in Hamburg, folks. If you ever get an opportunity to pop out there, get yourself out there. British Airways, Dreamliner. This one in from San Diego, I think. No, it's not. It's Santiago or something, isn't it? Or San Jose or something. Santiago or greased it. You greased it. Lisa Pedersen Rowe, loving those graphics. Yeah, obviously Lisa talking about the London livery on Etihad. Thank you very much indeed, Lisa. Gary Morris. Callum Butler, welcome to Economy, Callum. Come in and tell us where you're from. Don't be shy. Amanda Brett, John Allen, good morning to you. Solaris, anyone flew Aero Mexico, going to CDMX with them in a couple of months? Wow, Solaris, well, anybody can give Solaris a feedback on flying with Aero Mexico. One thing we do know is that when their Dreamliner touches down here at London Heathrow, she does make a noise, which is always good to see. Speedbird 0001, hello to you, my friend. Welcome to Big Jet TV here on a Thursday morning. Very sort of blustery, drizzly, nasty conditions for anybody who wants to get out and have a walk with the dog. But for us on Big Jet TV, it's the optimum conditions that we like to see. Just see Concorde's tail there off in the distance, as if she's waiting to go out of runway 27 left. Of course, that is the gate guardian of London Heathrow. Yeah. Of course, last time I was up at ARD Models, Aviation Retail Direct, I did see they do actually sell. You can actually buy dioramas, and they've got the jetways, they've got the little the little terminals, they've got taxiways, everything, apron that you can wish for in terms of a diorama with your models. Not for the bigger scale ones, but for the I think it's the larger scale, the one, I'm not sure, I don't want to say it because I'll probably get it wrong. $5, Joseph Charles Blancarillo sent me, greetings and thanks from the States. Oh, that's Juan, isn't it? So Juan, thank you for sending Joseph this way, and Joseph, thank you very much indeed. Greetings from the United States of America. There goes an American 777. That's the American 777 that we saw just now. Let's make sure we catch this one. Tremendous skills from these pilots. Turning on now, you can see him crabbing, turning the aircraft into the prevailing wind. Then he'll switch it round, bring the rudder around, kick it forward and get it centre on the line. There we go, it's brilliantly done, man. Always fascinating to see the skills of these pilots. And of course, you know, a bit like riding a motocross bike or a motorcycle, everyone has their own style of flying, you know, their different way of controlling the aircraft. There is a standard procedure, obviously, but in terms of foot movement and pedals, it's kind of a bit like golf, you know, where you get the feel of the become one with the golf club, or become one with the motorcycle, actually work with it, rather than sort of like thinking that it's going to do everything for you, other than of course an auto land scenario. This is all manual landing, I believe, that these guys are doing, so this is all down to the skill of the pilot. So having to counteract any side gusts that they get. And of course, one of the noticeable things when you're flying a simulator or flying a real aircraft is that there is a slight delay on the input. So when you make a left-hand adjustment on the column or the yoke, whichever it is you're flying, Boeing or Airbus, or Embraer, of course, or whatever it might be, there will always be when you input, there will always be a certain amount of delay, which is something that you also need to allow for when flying an aircraft. Is that as soon as you kick it left, there'll be a couple of seconds delay before the aircraft reacts, unlike a fighter jet. You can see him crabbing the aircraft there. Edinburgh. Is that little one in from Edinburgh? I'm not sure. Good morning, everybody. Speedbird 00. Do you like the Land or BA livery more than the current? Well, to be honest with you, good point. Landor or any of the retro liveries are just always great to see, because we see the BA stock livery is something that we're so used to seeing. It's always fresh. Good to see a new fresh delivery. What's that? Oh my good God, hold on a minute. some blokes just turned up with a boot full of Coke and Monster Energy drink. That's interesting. That's a new one. It's a good job it's not. Okay, this is good. Aeroflot's A330. Yes, it's Gemini jets, yeah. A little bit late on getting it. Yeah! I'll tell you what, hoping to see Aeroflot's A350. Right, so this fella's just turned up.
They're all for you anyway.
You what?
They're all for you anyway.
All for me, apparently. This boot full of Coke and Monster Energy. I don't know where this geezer's from. Let me just get this jumbo, fella. I will. I mean, wow. Okay. This is a new one on me. Okay. What you got behind this one, GP? Nice little bit of oh, look at those wings flapping, literally, man. Boom! Yeah. Of course, the biggest somebody's asking about what the sorry, Jilly. Somebody's asking about the model that I showed last night on the live from the studio piece. That was actually wow, smell of Dunlop coming straight up my nostrils. That was the Gemini jets. Look them up, folks. You can select flaps and slats selected, or extended, should I say, or just normal up in its normal flying format. So look them up. Gemini jets, is it .com? I think it is .com, isn't it? Well, you can buy it from ARD models, can't you? No, you can't buy direct from Gemini jets. The best place to buy your Gemini jet would be via the ARD. Okay, yeah, if you're in the US you can buy it direct from Gemini jets, but if you're of course in the UK, then head to ARD models. Aviation Retail Direct. at enormous, right? Oh man, that's cool, man. Yeah, oh really? Oh, that's brilliant, man. That's brilliant. Thanks, mate. Which one are you gonna get? Mate, I'll get a latte, please. Thanks, Paul. What legend? Has he started? Has he started? Paul MK, how about that? Thanks, folks. Phil Oxham, yes indeed. Shiznuts. Okay, what's this? They've taken out G27 part. Shiznuts, what is that, mate? Be a little bit more informative on that, please, if you will. I'd love to hear that because that sounds pretty technical, and I like my technical stuff. Char Council, nice sunny day in the UK. There we go. Ravi B. Hello from VOHS. What is VOHS? My apologies, folks. Let's just make sure that we don't want to. Hyderabad. Four letter easy. Doing a full F&F check here. Looks like a 300 with those beautiful winglets, man. Chris Simpson, wow, beautiful day up there in Scotland. Paul Skilling, MD Hewitt, Charlotte. Is this Charlotte Green? Welcome to Economy, Charlotte. Good to see you here. QF10 heading out soon, Jerry. That is John Neal giving us that information. Sound drifting across from that 767. Another one going out. Got two of them going out at the moment. Let's just make sure. Conditions are not in any way sort of phasing these pilots, other than of course the very slight amount of shed effect that they're getting at the moment over there just before they touch down. Mick Price, wow, somebody mentioning Laker Airways there. That's pretty crazy. That's a proper old school back in the day. Keith Grafton, Hornchurch weather is like yours. Wow. Oh, the all Met. He's doing the Met, isn't he? That's the Met forecast. That's the shed effect you just saw there. Easy, son. Ruben, just joining us on his lunch break. G'day, Ruben. Wow. Busy morning over there on the left runway. It's a Thai 380 going out. See now the baggage that's being delivered across there to, I think that's Terminal 1. Looks like 737 with KLM inbound. Andrew Norton, Philip Jones, good morning. LHR doesn't have T1 anymore. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for that, Richard. 5 there, 4 over the other side, 3 and 2 there in the middle. I think he might be right, you know, I think he might be right. Yeah. So that is 2, yeah. And that new terminal is part of easy, sir. Only been doing it for 3 years. So that terminal there, that HSBC terminal, built, I believe, from memory, for the Olympics, I think that was built. Simon Hill, thank you, also confirming that. So, for all our friends out there in Oz, Brian Mitchell, Trisha Guy, Caleb, Mikey van der Aaron, Rian Symes, how come the Flybe planes make so much noise compared to the bigger planes? Well, you'll find that, Rian, when the aircraft, oh this is, oh no, this is El Al, isn't it? Is this El Al? When the aircraft reverses the pitch of the props to basically make the aircraft stop, that's when they're quite loud. But not really as loud as the as some of the big reverses on the 380 and the Dreamliner. This might make a lot of noise as well. It's a sudden. Here we go. So yeah, like I was saying, Terminal 2 and 3 are literally to our right there. Terminal 4 is across the street there. Terminal 5 has 2 segments to it. The satellite section, which is literally there, which you get an underground train to. And then this terminal here, which was actually built for, like I say, for the Olympics. Here's Qatar's 380. Here's the big beast, folks. Quite derated on the on his thrust settings there. Again, thank you, sir. We have coffee. Haha. Okay, camera nights, Shiznuts, good morning to you. Yeah, just talking, confirming with Rian there. We'll wait until one of the little Dash 8s comes in, but yes, the sudden, it's a very short burst of reverse pitch. Which obviously a different type of style of engine, using the prop engine as opposed to the jet engine. Well, it actually is a jet engine in a funny sort of way. The props, they're turbo jets, turbo props, but instead of on the end of the shaft is obviously a propeller as opposed to fan blades throughout the engine. Completely different sort of style of makeup of power plant. But still doing the same thing, giving it forward motion or forward drive. So now, interestingly enough, is he already being towed to gate? Didn't spend very much time off stand. Mark Sinclair, Lizzie Azoo, John Hucklesby, Mick Print, rain coming your way. We got you, Mick, thank you. Emma Funnell. Mix, three-door Bossman. Yeah, it is. Oh, here we go. Look, Rian, this is exactly what we wanted. It's a turbo prop Dash 8 with flybeat. Still not 100% sure what's going on with the whole flybeat. Easy. Sticking the nose down. Go for the flare. Pull the nose up just before he lands. That's called the flare, folks. Obviously, touch down with the mains first. Here we go. Now. very, again, very little need for reverse pitch on those props because of obviously the prevailing winds. What's going on with this ANZ? He's not firing it up, is he? Because he's got no. There's no one there. No, he's being told. Zombie biker Ali Cap. Good morning. Wow, listen to that going out. Is that triple? No, 747 going out behind him, making a proper racket. So all they're doing is now, I think they're just towing that into gate. Of course, as people, my understanding of the flare is obviously to give the aircraft aero braking capability using the wings, but also you don't want to be landing the aircraft on the front wheel because obviously it's going to cause a significant amount of damage. The mains are there to take the main brunt of the touchdown. Shutting down is number one there, obviously only needing a taxi on one engine. Louis, giving a little shout out to little Louis. Louis, 7 years old, I think, is it right, Julie? Big fan of Big Jet TV. Oh, bless him. So. Oh, wow. Did he hear that? Let's just make sure he heard it. What's his mum's called? What's his mum's name? So Sarah, your mum, sorry, Louis, your mum Sarah, giving you a shout out on Big Jet TV. Hope you're doing well and enjoying the show. No Spitfires today, Louis, but in an upcoming show we might be able to hopefully be bringing you another show from a museum where you can see the Spitfires and the Hurricanes, because I love my Spitfires and Hurricanes as well. Oh, look at this, straight at us. Yeah. That's what was that? You said that you'd got an email from someone, did you? And I blocked you, so I stopped. Oh, Ross McLennan. I'm not going to say where you're from, but Ross, thank you so much. No, I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to say his name. There's no problem in saying that. Ross, thank you so much. I will be in touch with you straight after the show. Looks like we might be able to sort that out. Oh, fantastic. Okay, well that's an interesting one. Maybe we could do something with them linking into an Australia trip. That would probably... Okay. What's his name? Colin. Colin. Yes. Colin just emailed us from Australia. Colin, if you could email us at info@bigjet.tv, but we need your details there, Colin, so that we can get in touch with you, your email address and so on and so forth. Be great to have a chat with you. The iPad pilot, welcome to economy. The iPad pilot, the horseman, welcome to economy. Oh, we got him. Don't worry, Colin, we've got your email, my friend. Ignore that. Abort, abort. Colin down there in Melbourne, Australia. Sounds like a tour company, somebody who you can go to obviously book your holidays, but we'll get some more information on that as it comes through. Good friend of ours on Big Jet TV, captain with American Airlines, flies the A330. Rich Tor with American Airlines, regularly on the show, maybe even be on the show today, I'm not sure. Patricia Ann Jones, okay. Hernan Anchia, good morning to you. Jack Westy on Facebook, how are we all doing? Now, of course, we were talking earlier on about the A346 with Virgin Atlantic, and of course the reason why those 346s have remained in service for the length of time that they have is obviously because of the issues that they've been having with their Dreamliner fleet and the engines. As you can see, that one there looks like she's finally got her replacement engines, or repaired engines, should I say. Looks like Air Serbia, possibly. No, it's not. It's oh no, it is Serbia. Is it? Somebody after the Chicago show asking whether we managed to fix the issue that we had. It was a sort of like a sticky issue on the Zoom that we had with the camera out in Chicago. It transpires, folks, it was nothing to do with the camera. I put a tape on the camera to protect certain parts where there are seals and so on and so forth. I use electrical tape, and it transpires that the electrical tape had overlapped onto the zoom toggle and was creating a little bit of a stickiness on the zoom. So that's the reason for that. Nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely fine. Oh yeah, that's a 350. He's right. Yes, sorry. Yeah, that is a 350 parked up over there. My apologies. Of course it's a 350. What am I saying? Get it right, son. Yes, he's right. 350 over there on the right, and of course a Boeing 787 over there on the left. Quite goes to show how. I mean, I know there may well be a difference in the. There may be a slight ramp there, but it is quite interesting there. You can quite clearly see the height differential between the undercarriage of a 350 versus the Dreamliner. 350 being a lot higher off the ground than the Dreamliner, which is quite squat to the ground. But yes, of course. Thank you. Sorry about that. Professor Mark Taylor, good day to you. Thank you for the Chicago show. My appreciation. Jock Westy good day to you. Freedor. Jason Wilkerson. Richard Mortara. Yeah, little bit of jet lag, but nothing we can't handle. Apart from getting your aircraft identifications wrong. No! Sandy, Humvee, Silver. Chris Mark, welcome to first class, Chris. If I missed you guys, please don't get mad at me. Qatar 350 coming soon, just over Amsterdam. iPad Pilot, thank you for that. Lux Vape, giving a shout out to everyone. Good morning to you. Mark Costigan, yes indeed, giving a shout out. Props to Jilly there. Doing such a fantastic job as always on Big Jet TV. Without Jilly, it wouldn't be happening, folks. It's as simple as that. Look at the wing flex. What channel's that, GP? Cool. Smoky startup from the Smoky Joe. Just missed those, I think they're Pratt Whitneys. When can we... Craig Burke, good question. When am I coming back to Gatwick? Soon, my friend. Yes, most definitely, as soon as we can. If you can, say hello to my little one, Tegan. Rian Sims is asking for a shout out there. Anthony Coulinure, welcome to Executive Anthony. Akaneko, good day to you in Lawson. Sandy Humvee, our member Dan G is on the American 777, which is 2 out. Okay, we've got what looks like a United. Is this? Oh no, this is the American 777. Apparently we've got a member on this aircraft. Nice bit of wing fluff, stick it on the ground, son. Yeah! Haha! Very D-rated. Nicely done. Of course, not naming any names, but unbeknownst to me the other day when I was here at London Heathrow, well, the other day, a few weeks back, managed to catch a good friend of mine captaining his Dreamliner into London Heathrow on his Virgin Dreamliner. Jose Villa has thrown 20 quid in to the travel pot. Thank you so much, Jose. 767 Smoky Joe 300 variant. Dapto 234, can't wait for Qantas to show off their 350 1000. Yes indeed. Shiznuts. Fisherman. I call him Fisherman because I can't quite understand it. It's a Fisherman. Paul Francis, what's your thoughts on Pep using your footage and putting their own watermark on it? Seen a few do this. I usually saw something in comments to them. Pep PEP, check that out, Jilly. We are not aware of that as far as I know. The Horseman saying, hey Jerry, would you like to have a flight with us in our P51s next time you're over here in the UK? Wow, P51s as in P51 Mustang are we talking about there? That's pretty crazy if you are. And of course, Horseman, yes, would be the answer to that. We could do a live stream with you guys, and then we could do a post-production piece, put a GoPro in there or something like that. That'd be fantastic. What is? Is that perhaps the one that we flew in on, or flew on the other week? Yo, fella! Is he going? Cheers, man! Let's turn it down. Keith Trenchard, welcome to Executive, Keith. You are more than welcome, my friend. Jeff Hughes is watching on Big Jet TV, Facebook. Brian Mitchell, the Flybe slots have been between Newquay and Heathrow have been bought by British Airways. Wow, good information there. Thank you so much, Brian. Craig Whitmore, the 80 knot call is to ensure that both airspeed indicators are functioning and indicating properly. The 80 knot call. Okay, the rudder is becoming effective at that speed too. Very interesting, Craig. Thank you very much indeed. Of course, Craig, very, very knowledgeable on his pilot stuff, so he knows what he's talking about. So, in other words, the rudder becoming effective with the foot pedals. Would that be right in saying that? At 80 knots. I know we've discussed this before, Paul, Craig, sorry, but at what speed does the tiller go out of use and the foot pedals come into use? At about what speed? Over. Say it there. Good afternoon to you, John Grinham, Ravi B, Shiznats. 80 knots call is also an incapacitation. Samson Video, good day to you. Of course, we've given a shout out to Keith, welcoming you on Big Jet TV. Quite interesting to see that there would be a Virgin 350, as there would be a BA's 350 sitting over there on remote. Could be for a number of different reasons, of course. Maybe just a small technical issue, maybe just a check-up, just to make sure certain things, you know, it's a bit like when you buy a new car, she goes in for a sort of like, you know, just a little inspection after she's been running for a certain amount of time, just to make sure the oils are all working, that all the systems are working properly. So that may be just a small check-up, or it could be, of course, potentially be a small technical issue on board the aircraft. Maybe one of the onboard screens is, or lighting system. Could be a number of different things. Watching on his 55-inch TV. Did you get my email about the Isle of Wight? I haven't seen that, Jilly. Email about the Isle of Wight. Is that recent, Keith? Not sure. Have a great day, Nick Fradella. Thank you very much indeed. Pair Boeing 788 Indian Express from Bangalore, I better imagine that is. 25 minutes out. Craig Whitmore at 80 knots. The pilot takes his hand off the tiller to the control column or the stick. Yes, there we go. Finally, I've got the official word. There we go. It is at 80 knots. So as he powers up, he's still controlling the aircraft steering by the tiller. which is to the left or the right of him, whichever of the pilots is in command of the aircraft at the time. So there we go. 80 knots into rudder. Okay, so he will call 80 knots, and that will obviously signify that the aircraft is now controlled. The steering is controlled by the rudder, because the airflow over the rudder is significant enough to obviously control it. To her, which one's that one over there? That's not her, is it? She's on. She might be on radar actually, because that's in terms of her. She might have her box turned on because she's on active on the aprons. That's a Dreamliner anyway. I'm talking about. Bloody hell, mate! Get it right, son. Mark Jefferson, good morning. Welcome to Big Jet TV. Yeah, no, I did see a 350 BA350 on tow a little while ago. Another Dreamliner over there. Wow. Listen to that going out. BA773. Concorde, look at her sitting over there all on her own, look. Coffee, because otherwise it's just going to go cold, isn't it? Cheers, Mark. Nemo Emily, welcome to Economy, Nemo. Michael Skip, loving the show as always. It's very wet and windy here in Horsham, Sussex. Will be upgrading from economy later today. Entirely your call, my friend. Of course, if you do upgrade and become a first class member, you can join us in Toulouse next week. But no pressure, still love to call your name out. All the way down in Horsham, West Sussex. Great golf course that I've played at a number of times down in Horsham. Starting to really pick up now. So what we will get with the rain, apart from me getting soaking wet, which is not a problem, trust me, we will get some runway action from the reversers. Lee Davis, next week is the next Toulouse show, my friend. Nemo, good to see you on board, Nemo. Got the Swiss cross there, so maybe from Switzerland, Nemo. When does this bird see the world from above? Cameron Knights. Craig. Yeah, well, easy, son, easy. Wind shear there, just on touchdown. Watch the engine reverses. Yeah! Yeah! Thank you, Craig. That's very much appreciated. Mate, Oh, you're a star. Thanks, mate. Okay. Okay. Well, we've got your email, so that's good. Thanks, mate. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot, Marco. All right, mate. Yeah, will do. Thanks, fella. Cheers, mate. Good man. So there's your supplier of refreshments, Coca-Cola and Monster Energy. Yeah, Paul. Oh, did I? Okay. Sorry, Paul. That sounds terrible. Cheers, Dave. Yes, I'm just absolutely the worst in the world. I think. Here we go. Swing it round, so nicely done. Just quick little kick on the rudder. He knows his stuff. He's done his sim training. That's where it pays dividends, of course. So again, a big thanks to Paul for the coffee and the light refreshments as well. Really much appreciated. Trish Peters, good day to you. Michaela Marshall, hello. James Harvey, Craig Whitmore. Wings are typically mounted at a small positive angle of incidence to allow the fuselage to have a low angle with the airflow in cruising flight. Angles from incidence of around about 6 degrees are common. So therefore what he's saying is that there's a slight, you'll always notice that during flight the aircraft is pitched nose up ever so slightly, but also the wings have that mounting on the fuselage to give it that capability to fly and to trim it out. I'd imagine that helps with the trim of the aircraft as well. Of course, the trim stabilizers, you also have trim stabilizer on the aircraft as well, which is what we're seeing right there. You can see the horizontal stabilizer which carries the elevators, which you can see they're drooped on the aircraft. The horizontal stabilizer platform itself has a trim capability which is auto trim. You can either set that to manual or auto on the flight deck. I think I'm not sure if most of the modern aircraft nowadays have auto trim, but I think they automatically they have a manual trim capability as well. Hugh Martin, will I be in Munich this year? Yes, of course, most definitely. Uwe, sorry. Okay, this may be one of Lufthansa's backup aircraft. Easy, son. Easy. That's your wind shear, that's your shed effect right there. Boom! Wow, yeah! There's the yowl from those Pratt & Whitney PW 1700Gs. No doubt one of the fixed aircraft. Again, big thanks, big shout out to Paul for bringing us those wonderful refreshments. Thank you so much. Talk about Swiss. There is a Swiss A321 possibly. Greased out. Now you can really start to see the effect that the reversers have in terms of slowing the aircraft down. You can see because of the water that's being ingested and pushed out of the engine, you can quite clearly see there that that's what the effect is of reverser. Jeff Godden. Good morning to you. Lee Davis. My TV is being a git. Okay. Wayne Brickles. Good morning. Welcome to Economy. Cheers, Paul, mate. Do what? Paul MK. Thanks, man. Cheers, mate. Paul MK is his name, folks. Paul MK. I've definitely seen him on the feed many, many times. So this is Austrians 320. Yeah, there you go. Little Jack Rabbit making a lot of noise. Tommy Mullins, Angie Brewer. Angie Brewer asking a question. Is it raining, Jerry? Yes, most definitely, my friend. Paul Hodgson. Swiss has taken delivery of its first 320 Neo of the 17 on order. Wow, how about that? Thanks, Paul. Yes, Delta do still fly the 767 from Heathrow, Horseman. As far as I'm aware, anyway. Right, I need to quickly jump down and get the other glove, man. Hold on a second, because it's getting pretty cold on the old fingers up there, and I don't want to get into that sort of like... Karen Langley's watching in our room in New York City. She's nuts. Need to get that. Easy. Mark Sanderson, check out the weather pods, Jerry. Check out the weather pods. Check out the weather pods. Wayne Brickles, CGZ, loving the stream. I'm currently building a British Airways 380 Airfix model whilst watching the stream. Yeah, wow, that's pretty cool, man. BA 380 model, well, there it is right there, my friend. Shiznits. Oh, for the weather. Oh, right, okay. Okay, this is TAM. This is TAM Brazil, I think. LATAM 777. Boom. Wow, nicely done. Making a mess there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about, folks. Aaron. Oh, look, CLP 2005. Hi, great watching from Iquique, Chile in South America. Thank you very much indeed. Much appreciated. Right, I'm going to quickly jump down and get the weather pods. Weather pods. Oh wow! Look at it, lashing, man. Lashing away. Custard. Oh my goodness me. Getting battered, getting battered. Turned into a direct westerly by the looks of it. Let's see how this guy handles it. That's why he got off so quick. Separation's next to nothing on this one. The bus. Go round. You just got to brave the elements. It's literally like having, you know, look at it. Run, Forrest, run! Go on, Sad. He's come out, he's got out this morning like, oh, I don't need anything, I'll be alright. Right on now. Take picture of for me. Bleeding raincoat. Safe. Right, okay, there we go. Next one in. Got to do what you've got to do, son. I mean, really, rain is not an issue for these folks, but obviously rain and wind, when you add those two in together, can be, you know, challenging, should we say. SAS 320 Neo. See if we can get her. Easy. See the wheel screwdrivers. This angle for now, folks, just so that I can O'Hare Aviation J's HD plane spotting. Hey, there we go. G'day, J Bone, Horseman, Daniel Pino, Angela Cooper. The Rainey's radar is purple and white over London Heathrow. Stephen Owens, thanks for the great show. Jerry and Jilly, have a drink on me, Stephen. Thank you so much. Going straight into the travel fund. That is most kind of you. Thank you, sir. Okay, looks like that was, like I say, Jilly, just a temporary squall. Yeah, still get soaked, but Storm Ellen, sounding like Storm Ellen's a rainstorm, so looks like we're going to get quite battered with the rain. Not that we need it, of course. A lot of places flooded already from Dennis over the weekend, which is a great shame. I feel sorry for the farmers and for the animals as well, of course. You know, their livestock is their livelihood. literally. And so, of course, crops as well. This time of year, blimey, it's a bit far. It's a bit very short separation on this jumbo. Let's see how this boy handles it. Into direct westerly now. The wind has literally switched straight at them, which is, they prefer it as a direct headwind as opposed to crosswind. Makes things a lot easier for them, of course. Reverser action needed there. Yeah, that's some folks saying up there in Lancashire off flood alert. I've got a helicopter over my head. Yeah, a helicopter. Is this the ambulance that's waiting across the Atlantic? There's a bucket cloud. There's a bucket cloud. I can't see it. Chris Madge, we talked about this before. Get a club together, get an upper turret for the van. I mean, it would be pretty crazy, it has to be said. Maybe one of the boys out in America, you know, those guys who have those shows, you know, the conversion shows, build us an upper a gun turret. That would be pretty crazy. Imagine that. It's a bit like the dugout ones that they have at the football. You know, where the guy sits in it. So this looks like this might be a 350. Qatar 350 900 this time. Not using their 350 1000 today. Alternating that on different routes, obviously. So it's not really so much down to the aircraft, but more so down to the pilot, his confidence, and his skills, and his length of, obviously length of service is another thing. You know, some pilots can go through their entire career not liking stormy landings, whereas others will thrive on it. Here we go. Look at the wing on that thing. Hopefully see quite a few touch and go operations at Toulouse next week. This time next week we will be in Toulouse, folks. Day one at Toulouse, 2 days there. Malcolm Clenton, sorry, Storm Chaser Jerry, wow, Ravi B, Owen Alga, sorry, apologies if I got that wrong, Owen. What's that? Now you can't. There's limitations to what I can do in terms of, you know, wow, look at water being kicked up over there from departing aircraft. There's only, you know, because obviously I need 360 degrees of movement with the camera, folks. I can't put myself in a tent, so to speak. And of course, if I did do that, I would have complications with the wind as well, because it immediately becomes like a huge sail. Therefore, that would cause complications as well. So all sorts of to be honest with you, it's just a case of me making sure that I'm waterproofed, that I've got all the right protective gear on, and of course making sure that the camera equipment is also completely covered up. I do have you know, a fully waterproof camera cover. I've got waterproof covers for all the major equipment here, and of course the iPad is relatively waterproof in itself, and all I've done is literally put insulating tape around the edge of it to minimise any ingestion of water. You all right there, mate? Oh, nice one, fella. Thank you, sir. Oh, you're from the Express? Oh, okay. Watches it on the Express. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant, man. Good for you, fella. Yeah, big shout out to all the people watching on the Daily Express right now. Of course, it's a big change from the normal sort of, like, you know, stuff that you get on there. Uncle Kim, 22 up to 36 knots. Is that gusting? What have we got at the moment in terms of weather forecast? That's another one. Got to brave the elements, folks, if you're going to bring excitement. Oh no, that's good. Oh, I've got to take the glove off for that, innit? It takes me half an hour to get my glove on. Phil hates. Yeah, and Chris Simpson saying very rightly so, a tent would indeed be noisy. Yeah, I want to say a big shout out, of course, to the Renaissance Hotel here at London Heathrow. Our good friends at the Renaissance Hotel, very popular hotel for plane spotters and just anyone generally travelling into the UK. If you're a member on Big Jet TV, and of course there are lots and lots of you now who come into the UK, if you're thinking of staying down here at London Heathrow, then make sure that you check out the Renaissance Hotel. You'll get a discount with your Big Jet TV membership. Very easy. Revi B saying 2 birds from India flying in. Wow, we do have 2 Air India jets inbound. It's just not good to have to take the glove off. Put it back on, then I've got to take the other one off to pull that one on, and then it takes me half an hour to put the other. Are you there, Jilly? Pair BA319 from my hometown, Oslo, 2 minutes out. Yeah, my gear has only just dried out from Chicago, it has to be said. Okay, the rain is now. Is this Air India possibly? Or is it Virgin? Or is it not any of those? None of those. Oh, no, it is Air India. Yeah, it is Air India. Still got a wet runway here, folks. Watch out for the so we're now the wind's died ever so slightly into a direct headwind, and watch the engines kick into reverse. Kind of minimal. See if I've got, see if I can use this. That seems to work. Say it then, Nick. Right, another Dreamliner. Is this back-to-back Dreamliners with Air India? Ravi B. Loving this. Andy from ASJE Aviation. No, it looks like a Dreamliner with British Airways in next. So, Stand by, folks. Just going to quickly jump down and change my headgear out because I've got a bit of a. Used 9. Okay. Used 9, so 3 back, yeah, is that right? Will we oh, bless him, man, bless him. Can I give him a shout out or not, or do you not want it, or what? Okay, I'm going to give Mark Carrier a shout out. Oh, Matt Carrier in the US of A. Matt, thank you for your patience, sir. We will hopefully sort things out for you. Decent. So how are we all doing? Keck A, welcome to Executive. Andy, Indus Rush, my apologies. From India, I'll bet. From Vegas, I'll bet. Relax, a trip to Princess Juliana St. Martin Airport would be awesome. To be honest with you, Relax, it's one of those things where I know it sounds great, but to be honest with you, for a live streamer it would be pointless because there's not enough going on there to keep the audience interested. It's quite interesting when you see like little black clouds just on their own. Look at him just floating across the sky there. Yeah, obviously the whole key with what we do here, what I do here on Big Jet TV, is to keep the audience interested and entertained with the regular movement of aircraft. Of course, St Martin, the problem with that would be, although it's a great place to visit for people on holiday, we wouldn't be able to do give any, you know, wouldn't be able to do the fence surfing or anything like that, because that would obviously ruin the camera equipment. We'd have to film it from a distance. So we wouldn't be able to bring you any of that amazing sort of like footage and effect that you get with the videos that you can see at St Martin. So to be honest with you, it's probably not going to happen going to St Martin, because I think it's you know, it's more of a holiday destination than it is a, you know, a plane watching destination. If you're going there, you know, just to take some pictures and experience that amazing approach over the beach, then yes, by all means, it's a great place to go. But for a live streamer, I don't know. Horseman, thank you. Just changed my, what's that, GP? No, neither me as well. Yeah, because of the, just because of the signal, and yeah, highly likely that the signal issues would be, you know, huge out there. They're in the middle of nowhere, aren't they? So cell phone networks are going to be sort of like few and far between. Say that again. Okay, looks like a 777-200, I'm guessing. Don't know whose it is at this stage, because I can only see the lights and the front of the plane, so I can. But I'm guessing that it is probably United, maybe. Or could be Saudi Arabia. It is United. There we go. With Pratt & Whitney engines, we think, folks. Somebody filling me in the other day in Chicago, making me aware that the United 777s, 2's running the Pratt & Whitney engines. Oh, he's greased that. Look at that. Yeah. Beautiful. Look at that, stopping on a dime and all.